Hey guys, so I had an unfortunate incident happen to me this week and I want to share it with you all because I'm pretty transparent on my channel and I let you know the good and the bad side of cake decorating, and this happens just to just be on the bad side. So before I start, I want to let you know I'm not making this video to attack my customer. Things happen and I just want to educate the public on what you need to do and what you should not do when you are picking up a cake and how to handle it. So my customer asked me to make this pink heart cake for her birthday, and actually she did make a mistake. She told me she wanted the writing in pink originally and then asked me to change it to white. Not a big deal. I traced the letters on there for her and she came and picked it up yesterday morning at 9:45 a.m. So when she picked up the cake, I asked her when the party is. She told me that it was the following day, meaning today. And I said, get the cake in the refrigerator, just keep it in the refrigerator overnight, and then tomorrow morning you're gonna wanna drive with it. The cake travels best when it is cold and the icing is hard, so it's not gonna get damaged. Now, mind you, I do put in my emails, I have a whole blurb talking about getting your cake home in the refrigerator and not driving with a warm cake because it could collapse. And I did tell her verbally in the car, and then after she left, maybe 10 minutes after she left, I sent her my early cake pickup sheet, which does say in there to get your cake in the refrigerator, keep your cake refrigerated, and never drive with a warm cake because it could collapse. So at 5 p.m. yesterday, she called me and told me that the cake fell apart. I asked her to send me pictures, and she sent me these pictures. And no matter what happened, it's always disheartening to see your own work fall apart like that. Now, she did admit to me that she did drive around with the cake for a while. She didn't get it in the fridge, and it's unfortunate, but I did everything on my part to tell her that she needs to get the cake refrigerated. And for some reason, I'm not blaming her. I understand that things happen. She just did not get the cake in the refrigerator, and this is what happened. So why does this happen to your cakes? Well, you must understand that your cake is iced in buttercream. Buttercream has butter in it. What does butter do when it sits out for a while? It starts to get really soft and it melts. And I did find this video on TikTok, and I will tag the creator, but you can see it says this cake is sitting out at 95 degrees for 1 hour, and you can see all of the icing is starting to fall down the cake. Why? Because the butter is melting and it's not going to hold its shape, and the icing is going to start to fall. It's just what happens with cakes in hot weather. That's why it is so important to get your cake in the refrigerator. Keep it in the fridge, especially if you have to travel with it. You need your cake to be cold and solid. I have tons of videos talking about working with refrigerated cakes. You need to have your air conditioning on blast in the car. I always have a sweatshirt when I'm going on deliveries because I need the car to be freezing. I need my house to be freezing. Like, if it is warm outside, you shouldn't take your cake outside and put it on a table until right before you're going to cut it, or at least get the pictures first. That way, when things start shifting, as it will just naturally in the heat, we as cake decorators can't prevent that. Things will start shifting if you leave it out in a warm room. Then at least you can have the pictures beforehand. So what happened with my customer? She was pretty upset, and I totally understand it. But I had plans last night. I was literally walking out the door when she called me. She asked if I could make her another cake, that she would pay for it. But unfortunately, I just didn't have the time to do that. So I couldn't make her another cake. Now, I did not give her a refund. I'm usually really quick to just start giving money away. But I did everything that I could to cross my T's and dot my I's basically in this situation, letting her know that this cake needs to be refrigerated. I can't make people refrigerate their cakes. All I can do is pass on the knowledge and hope that they read everything that I send them. And also, like I said, I told her verbally when she had the cake that she needed to do that as well. And unfortunately, this is par for the course when it comes to cake decorating. Things like this happen, but it's all about how you handle it. Like, I had this happen to me before where a lady got this cake, she left it out in a warm room for a while and then decided to drive home with it, and it collapsed. Like, you need to understand that you cannot drive with a warm cake and expect it to survive. You have to treat your cake like it's ice cream. If you went to the store and got some ice cream, you would want to get it home and get it in the freezer right away. Same thing with your cakes, especially in the hot summer months. So I just wanted to share this story with you in hopes that it could help someone else realize that how important it is to keep your cake cool as it's coming to room temperature, or get it in the refrigerator and keep it as cold as possible to prevent the cake from melting and falling apart. Has this happened to you in your business? Have your customers sent you pictures of melted cakes? If so, what did you do? I would love to know your story, so leave it in the comments.